The Federal Reserve has shaken up the entire crypto industry today after this weekend's banking collapses and stablecoin depeggings. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop our latest content. Follow us on Twitter at AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. This was quite the weekend, and we have a lot to cover today. First off, Bitcoin started the day off at 22,000, up from 19,500 just a couple of days ago, and as I'm recording right now, it's at 24,300. The volatility and temporary relief for bulls is due to the events in the United States after the failure of a major bank and a forced halting on other operations. Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank are the latest victims of a brutal year for financial institutions under the Fed's rising interest rates, swallowing hundreds of billions of dollars in deposits. Over the weekend, Silicon Valley Bank was forced to take out a giant $1.8 billion loss thanks to parking consumer funds in mortgage-backed securities, the price of which suffered thanks to the Fed's rate hikes. A snowball effect soon began as depositors became wary that something might be wrong in terms of liquidity. Everyone attempted to withdraw from SVB at once, and the funds were unavailable, necessitating a sale of assets at a loss and an emergency funding round, which ultimately failed. The result has come in the form of the Fed stepping in to backstop depositors' money. The Fed stepped in yesterday saying depositors will have access to all of their money starting Monday, March 13th. The decision effectively marks a return to the Fed's liquidity injections or quantitative easing, whereas before liquidity was being withdrawn from the U.S. economy. They said the Treasury will make available up to $25 billion for the backstop if needed. Risk assets rallied instantly on the news as increased liquidity ultimately increases investor appetite for risk, with Bitcoin rallying over $2,000 yesterday and another $2,000 today. Silicon Valley Bank is a major financial institution for venture-backed companies, and it was shut down on March 10th, marking the first FDIC or First Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation bank to fail in 2023. It was the 16th largest bank in the US with over $212 billion in assets. The cause of the collapse was a failed leverage bet on US Treasury bonds that led to a $1.8 billion loss on its $21 billion portfolio after the US Federal Reserve repeatedly raised interest rates this past year, sharply driving down the prices of bonds. On Friday, the Bank of England halted the operation of Silicon Valley Bank's United Kingdom branch, stating that it has a limited presence in the UK and no critical functions supporting the financial system. This morning, banking giant HSBC officially announced that its subsidiary HSBC UK Bank is acquiring Silicon Valley Bank UK for £1. As of last Friday, Silicon Valley Bank UK had loans of around $6.7 billion and deposits of around $8.1 billion. And this weekend, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse confirmed the company's exposure to the collapsed Silicon Valley Bank. Garlinghouse confirmed that the company had cash in the financial institution, but did not disclose just how much. Additionally, he stated, "Fortunately, we expect no disruption to our day-to-day business and already held a majority of our USD with a broader network of banking partners." But even with these bailouts, there is a big threat looming over the US for crypto, which we'll get to in a bit. USDC stablecoin from Circle had a rough weekend as well, depegging from $1 all the way down to 84 cents on some exchanges. USDC issuer Circle's exposure to the United States banking system sits at around $9 billion according to its latest audit report from January. Circle's reserves are held in a number of regulated financial institutions in the country, including Silvergate, Silicon Valley Bank, and the Bank of New York Mellon. According to the report, the amount held in cash by U.S. regulated financial institutions was $8.6 billion as of January 31st, representing roughly 20% of its reserves. Also, with banks being closed on the weekends, users were no longer able to redeem USDC on Circle's website, causing more panic as many sold USDC at a loss into other stablecoins or Bitcoin. Circle said on March 11th that Circle plans to use corporate resources to cover the shortfall on its reserves following Silicon Valley Bank's shutdown, saying USDC liquidity operations will resume as normal when banks open on Monday morning in the United States, enabling USDC redemptions at 1-to-1 with the US dollar. The stablecoin began to repeg yesterday after the Fed came out saying they will essentially back any deposits from Silicon Valley Bank, which includes Circle's. Given USDC's collateral influence, major stablecoin ecosystems followed suit in depegging from the US dollar. DAI, a stablecoin issued by MakerDAO, lost 7.4% of its value due to USDC's depegging. As DAI is made up of a basket of cryptocurrencies, USDC represented 51.87% of DAI's collateral, worth $4.4 billion. As a result, DAI depegged from the dollar, momentarily touching just under 90 cents. MakerDAO filed an emergency protocol on March 11th that, among many items, called for restrictions on minting DAI using USDC to prevent panic selling. MakerDAO is one of the largest holders of the stablecoin, and subsequently crypto projects incorporating DAI into their tokenomics also suffered losses due to the chain reaction. USDD, a stablecoin issued by Tron, and fractional algorithmic stablecoin Frax shared a similar fate due to adverse market sentiment. USDD sold off to 92 cents, while Frax dipped even further to 88 cents. Other popular stablecoins such as Tether and BUSD maintained a 1-to-1 peg with the US dollar, with Tether even going as high as $1.09, causing prices of Bitcoin to USD and Bitcoin to USDT charts to show differences of up to $500 in price. Curve Finance, a popular DeFi protocol for trading stablecoins, reported a historic all-time high daily trading volume of $5.67 billion due to the events. New York-based Signature Bank, another crypto-friendly bank, has officially closed down and is being taken over by the New York Department of Financial Services. The New York regulator took possession of Signature Bank pursuant to Section 606 of the New York banking law and appointed the U.S. FDIC to handle the insurance process. A senior member of the U.S. Treasury reportedly told the press today that the actions by the New York Department of Financial Services and the Federal Reserve were designed to limit depositor outflows and prevent additional bank runs. The other prominent crypto-friendly bank, Silvergate Bank, announced last week that it would shut down and voluntarily liquidate in light of recent industry and regulatory developments. Signature Bank was one of the last remaining big crypto-friendly banks in the US to on- and off-ramp crypto. Last night, Coinbase revealed it had $240 million in Signature Bank, and they went on to assure users that capital funds continue to be protected by FDIC pass-through insurance. And Coinbase went on to explain that it fully expects to recover the $240 million worth of funds from the bank. Signature Bank also fostered payments between clients like hedge funds and exchanges. The transactions were critical to maintaining liquidity. Now, with all the major crypto-friendly banks being shut down in the US, it looks like it will be even harder for users to on and off ramp into crypto until another banking solution comes along. Last week, our partners at Cetify had an IGO launch for GFAL, or Games for a Living. GFAL is building gaming tools like developer portals and game analytics, and they're also building their own games too. They have 2 games already, Elemental Raiders and Diamond Dreams. They plan on having both Web 2 and Web 3 versions of games, allowing you to play across lots of different platforms like PC and mobile. The IGO sold out last week in under 17 seconds, and now the GFAL token is going live today on the Pancakeswap DEX and Bitmart Exchange at 2 p.m. UTC. GFAL will have an initial supply of 10 billion tokens and an initial market cap of just under 600K on the Binance Smart Chain. So if you're interested in AAA gaming, definitely check it out on Pancakeswap and Bitmart today. We've just partnered with Onerare and Maggi, who are launching a new NFT. Maggi, the globally acclaimed brand from Nestle, is launching its first ever NFT in the Onerare Foodverse. Maggi is one of the most beloved brands from Nestle and is tapping into the Onerare Foodverse to launch the first ever gaming digital collectibles. As a leader in the culinary space, Maggi has been at the forefront of innovation and bold experimentation for over 40 years in India. Maggi is now set to embrace blockchain technology to reach out to their fans and foodies in an all-new avatar. Onerare is building a blockchain gaming ecosystem of Web3 applications for the global food industry. Partnering with Onerare, Maggi will be launching their iconic offerings, recipes made with Maggi noodles, Maggi masala, and Maggi hot and sweet as NFTs that can be used in the Foodverse. Onerare has partnered with a number of celebrity chefs and launched their signature NFTs in its gaming zone. On Onerare, gamers can combine digital collectibles to make dishes and use dishes to play games. Gamers can also use the Onerare token to participate in the Onerare food game. Rejuve AI is a platform that uses sophisticated bio AI and aggregated data from millions of people worldwide to improve the human health and lifespan. Our partners at Rejuve have a mobile app called Longevity that allows users to log their personal health data and receive valuable AI-driven health insights. It allows users to share their medical data for research purposes while keeping it private and secure using blockchain technology and compensating them for resulting discoveries. By joining their research programs, users will get Rejuve tokens by submitting health data to their Rejuve Data Commons. You can redeem your tokens for discounts on everything from wearable health trackers to biological age tests and science-backed supplements. You can create your unique data NFT or DNFT to become a member of the Rejuve network and gain access to amazing rewards. Rejuve is launching on the Singularity DAO, Step App, and DAO Maker launchpads today, so if you want to get into the launch of their new token, go to Rejuve AI on Twitter, link down below, and check out the different launchpads today. Binance CEO CZ says with recent changes in stablecoins and banks, the company's recovery fund will be converted from BUSD to native cryptocurrencies. Amid the concern mounting around stablecoins, CZ tweeted on March 13th that with the changes in stablecoins and banks, the exchange will be converting the remaining $1 billion fund in its industry recovery initiative to native crypto, including Bitcoin, BNB, and Ether. He then posted links to the hash ID for the Bitcoin and ETH transactions, saying $980 million took 15 seconds to move with a $1.98 transaction fee. Singapore-based TrueUSD said Monday morning Asia time that minting and redemption is paused for its users with Signature Bank, but continues unaffected across the rest of its banking network. The stablecoin issuer disclosed in a December report that it splits its holding across a variety of depository institutions in the US, Hong Kong, and the Bahamas. TrueUSD was one of the most trusted stablecoins over the weekend, falling to a low of just under 99 cents, which is much better than most, falling to at least 93. TUSD has recovered to $1 quickly after and just reached its highest market cap ever of over $2 billion, as it is one of the main stablecoin users fled to over the weekend. Just 20 days ago, TUSD supply was under $1 billion, having had doubled in just under a month. So if you're looking for a new stablecoin to use, you can buy, sell, and trade TUSD on Binance US. You can also get whitelisted for the Cristiano Ronaldo first official NFT collection, receive his free souvenir NFT, and earn $500. We partnered with Binance US to bring you guys this offer. Just click the link in the description and type Altcoin Buzz as the promo code. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.